Hey YouTube, it's Brian from BTECH. It's been a while. I want to talk about Hatch Embroidery 3. I've had an embroidery machine, a Bay Mirror 1501 for over a year now. Haven't really got into it. Used to use a different program called Embird, and then I took the jump to Hatch. It's expensive, can't lie, but it's great. So what I want to do is I want to go through a couple of things. I've got a Bay Mirror, and I've got some Magna Hoops, and let's see, I'm going to do a new. So I'm making a sleeve for a hoodie to commemorate a black belt. My son and I both received our black belts last December, so I want to give him that. I had done it on Embird quite a while ago, in 2015, for my other black belt. I want to do it now. Got another video, maybe it's up here. You can see on how to add your machine here if it's not there. Mine was not there. And then add your hoops. I specifically use Magna Hoops because, well, I like them. They're easy. You don't have to like twist and stuff to get them all tight. It's just better. So this one actually is a very long hoop, right? And it's perfect for sleep. So what we're going to do is zoom out so we can see. I'm using also my mouse wheel to kind of zoom in and out. Can also do 100% or zoom and then kind of grab. So I'm going to go back into 100%. And what I want to do is over here, there are several different versions. I'm going to talk about Digitizer, which is the highest version you can get. So I don't have the other versions, so I can't tell you. But this is what you'll need this, right? You'll need nothing else. So go into Digitize, that's what we're doing. What I want to make is I want to make a rectangle that's a black belt with a stripe and a year. So I already know I've got calipers. You could use anything really. I'm a former machinist, so I use calipers to do a lot of things. They look like this. So I use this and I figure that ½ an inch is good. So I'm going to do a rectangle, and I'm just going to left click and hold and bring this out. Doesn't really matter, and then click again. Doesn't really matter how big this is because we're going to be changing it anyway. So when you pull this thing out, you've got some different patterns of stitch types you can do. For this we're going to be tatami, which looks like that. It's exactly really what I want it to be. Satin is, you know, sort of like the premium sort of thing you're used to, but tatami is really where we want to go. Over here, the sequence, I'm going to pull this out, and then I'm going to shrink this a little bit. Okay, so now that I've got that highlighted, or I guess I could click here, we've got position, which we don't want to touch, height and width, and then percentage. This is locked, so whenever you change one, it's going to change the other. Right now, I know I want it to be ½ an inch, which in decimals is 0.5. So I know that because I'm a machinist. So I'm going to put in 0.5. You see the width change there. I'm going to hit enter. And that changed. There we go. Now we can do the 100%. There we go. And kind of the neat thing is, if you've got something selected and you use your mouse wheel, it like zooms in on that thing, which is nice. So this is going to be a black belt. So I've got some threads down here, and I'm just going to click this. This is going to make it black. Nice. So from here, I'm going to do two things. I'm going to put a stripe here for the 1st degree, and then I'm going to put a year. I'm going to put the year in first because I don't want to screw it up. So that was last December, so it was 2024. So let's roll up Digitize, let's go to create lettering. I'm going to highlight that, and over here we've got a box that's opened. And 2024. Nice. So one of the things I want to talk to you about is this program allows you to do a couple of things. You can use the embroidery fonts, which are specifically for embroidery. They're going to look the best. But if you have true type fonts, like the fonts on your computer, you can use those too. So wherever possible, I would recommend you use the embroidery type, and you can change that right here, but I really like the way that it's looking right now, so block 2 is going to be good. I want to keep that, so I'm just going to move this over. Beautiful. I don't want it to be red though. I want it to be white. So with that selected, I'm going to click white, click threads, bring it out, type in white. There we have it, so that is white, we're good. Cool. And then I want to do this stripe, so let's look at what we can do. It's not lettering. It'll be digitize. It'll be, let's do another rectangle. How's that? So I'm just going to click it out. Get it here. Hit a left. So I held the left, and then when I got to where I wanted to, I did a left click also. Here I want a satin stitch, so let's highlight that, let's click satin, it becomes satin, and that guy needs to be red, so I'll click that. Beautiful. Let's just take a look at the width. So we know we want to do 500, right? That gets us there. Looks beautiful. I like it. Nice. So I'm just going to use my wheel, and I'm going to wheel down here, and I see that this is going to look nice. Let's see about centering. So let me left click and highlight all of this right here, and we'll see about how we can center things. Under arrange, not group. Here we are. So what we're going to do is we want to align all of the centers. There we go. So what we've done is we've aligned all the centers here, and this looks beautiful. So again, if we wanted to change any of these, we could actually click each of these objects, and these are how they're actually be stitched out. We want to stitch this background first, we'll then stitch the 2024, and then we'll stitch the stripe. That's tatami, this is satin, and this is satin. Wonderful. So what do we do here? That's finished my design. I can zoom out and show you how that's going to be working. Cool. What I want to do is I want to hit save. And I'm going to type, this will be, now When we're saving normal, we get EMBs, which are really, you want to make sure you save these, because the EMBs are what are going to allow you to make multiples and adjust the design. So this is going to be a sleeve black belt. Boom! There it is. Save. Now it's saved, but now I'm going to export it, which is what we need for the machine. Export here. The bay mirror uses DST format, so I'm going to keep it as DST. And this is going to be sleeve black belt 2024 1 for first degree. Done. Now, I also tested in this, so I'm going to highlight this and zoom in. I tested for my second, so what I want to do here is I want to highlight that and just click duplicate. There we go, and now what I can do is highlight all of this to make sure that they're centered. And now we've easily got that. So let's go and we will now export this as 2. And that is creating some custom embroidery using Hatch 3. If you want more tutorials on Hatch, or want to just learn with me, then I encourage you to let me know in the comments below so that I can help you with this and we can learn together. I will put a link to the Hatch website. I don't believe that I get any sort of promos or anything for helping you decide on this. I like the software, it's good. I haven't touched a lot in here, but together we can, and it's very powerful and capable of doing this stuff, so it's my recommended software. So again, let me know, follow for more, let me know if this was helpful, if you'd like to see more, anything specific, and we'll go ahead and do it. Thanks. Bye for now.